Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Hadi. As you know, I am the student of Frihan College. As you know, we take interviews of some special guests. Today we have the distinct honor of speaking with academic honor of ISRA Professor Dr. Jelena Bošković, PhD, globally respected scholar, academic leader, and humanitarian. She serves as advisor to the President of Belgrade Metropolitan University, full professor and director of IRASA Research Center in Belgrade, Republic of Serbia, and Honorary Adjunct Facility member Mariam, American University of Nigeria. Thank you so much for your time. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I am also good.
Hey, yes,
Uh,
yes, yes,
so,
yes, yes.
can
Hello to, please, hello to everyone, respected Abdullahi, ladies and gentlemen, scientists, university professors, business people, students. I warmly welcome you, and I very much appreciate the invitation that you invited me for an interesting interview with you, my colleague.
welcome. So, can you
Please
give me the
question.
short introduction of to our public and audience?
Uh, yes, your question, please question.
Yes. What motivated you to pursue on an academic career and later take on leadership roles in higher education?
My most important motivate in my career are aspiring is my spirit and education began in my family where it was constantly emphasized how important it was to be a learned person when decades to study natural science. In high school, it was accepted that I would study natural science. It's very interesting because they are the basis of our other science. I first chose chemistry to study, through which I gained a wide field of interesting, especially in biochemistry, which the basis of life psychological process, human population, especially human population. My professors were bored of science and mostly had doctorate from famous European university, and they paid attention to each student. During my study, I was a demonstrator and learned a lot about what professionalism means in higher education. After completing the chemistry department, I immediately enrolled in biology. Biology is closely related to other science, chemistry, physics, geography, mathematics, and especially today artificial intelligence. Biology, basic science is extremely important for medicine, pharmacy, density, veterinary medicine, and agriculture, special biotechnology. Through my study in biology, I learned how to define life and whether it's possible to explain it. With my current knowledge, we still do not know how the origin of our life, but we play with life a different phase. The characteristic of life are organization, flow on energy and matter, reproduction, growth and development, response of individual adaptation. I was very interested in this science because it studies all forms of life in our planet. My interest genetic came from my scientific mother, Professor Dr. Katarina Borojevic, full professor of genetics department of biology, University Nature Science in Novi Sad. She was in initial women were learning. She carried a spark here blood, precision and red matter which strive and increasingly drive here to I build. Think field a work optimism and in speech it was what the thinking in nothing what and God. It's interesting my research this complex experience and my continues today in my decades of life. My research in the field of genetics has provided an impressive motivation in its profound impact on the understanding of life, diseases, and evolution. It bridges the gap between fundamental biological process and practical application in medicine, agriculture, and other fields. The continued evolution, the field, and the potential revolutionary discovery. A closer look at my motivation, understanding the building block of life, under, understanding the mystery of diseases, mystery of our life, driving scientific and technological advancement, especially genetics, very, very interesting biological field. Personal connection and ethical consideration is very, very interesting genetics. Throughout my career, I have held a leadership position from my student day to college and university. Understanding from the beginning the leadership is not position, a role played, but function, motivation, and moving the other. Leadership play most important in achieving goals. Was I interesting my career university academic leadership skills, much knowledge, different science field. I like psychology, philosophy, science, sociology. I today interesting emotional intelligence in genetic basis. For this reason, higher education is the future of humanity and the hope for the survival of the world. Yes, please question.
Oh, thank you so much. Very nice answer. Very impressive to listen. So my next question is, how do you balance your role as a full professor, researcher, center director, and advisor to the president of Belgrade Metropolitan University?
A very interesting question. How to balance the role of full professor, director, and advisor. At the beginning, it is a unique process that combines and has its advantages in education, science, and international cooperation. I will explain everything to you individually. My scientific work is separate. You have posed a great question for reflection. Science and full professor is there to observe and explain natural phenomena. Art, at the other hand, interpret and present natural phenomena and society. Logical thinking, a mechanism used by scientists, is not necessary for art, which use image, sound and performance so spontaneously and conveniently convey scientific concepts. Science can explain with a certain formula is good, why certain theory is bad. Art can only impress and amaze, used with the beautiful of color, sound, or movement, but will hardly to able to fully explain a natural phenomenon. But is we were to think that those two words are incredibility separate, we would to think that these words are increasingly separate, we would make a big mistake. Art is not possible without science. Just every scientific discovery partly belong to science and partly deeply rooted art. There will always limit extent which science explain to there. Art and science always connected, permit a similar. My specially role in RASA, academician, extremely important as a prominent scientist and university full professor, as I'm a regular member, academy and director, research center, ICI Institute. I will explain you what IRCA want to achieve on global level, International Research Academy in Science and Art, an association of scientists, researcher, innovator, and use was research activity and apply uh, embodied in the following scientific areas and discipline: mathematical science, including physics, chemistry, biology, etc. Then technical and technological science, medical science, biotechnology, language study, and linguistic, arts, ecological, and sports scientific field as well corresponding discipline. The academy is found to achieve goal and objective above mentioned field of science, culture, and art research to applicable development of Serbian and world economy designed according to the market economy on the world in order to improve the living standard in people in general is my interesting academy following department are department natural science, department technique and technology, department medicine, department social science and linguistics, department biotechnology, technology, and department honorary member of the academy. My vision for higher education in the future emphasize open, acceptable technology-driven learning experience that are tailored to individual need and social impact. These include personalized learning, pathway, life learning, opportunity, and stronger integration of technology to enhance both teaching and learning. Uni- Universities well evolve into university without wall, fostering collaboration and innovation across discipline with various social stakeholders. Here my detailed breakdown the accept of the vision, acceptable and inclusivity, breaking down barrier. Future higher education will prioritize accessibility for all, regardless background or location, throughout online learning platform and flexible courses structure. Personal learning, life learning, higher education will extend behind traditional degree program in compliance with wider and learning opportunities. Technology integration, digital infrastructure, AI, a personal learning. Artificial intelligence will play crucial role in tailoring a learning experience, providing personalized feedback and offering the demand support. Global collaboration, social impact and innovation, University 4 and 5, university become industrial era, innovation principle addressing global challenges, evaluation role of university behind traditional teaching emphasize experimental learning, continuing adaptation university in the world. In since my university Belgrade Metropolitan Belgrade Metropolitan University, the vision for higher education in the future is on a dynamic, inclusive, and impactful institutions that are deeply connected to society and equality to prepare individuals for a future continuing learning and innovation in the world. Please question.
Thank you so much. Your answer is so good, very motivated to listen. Okay, so my next question is, which one of your research project had the greatest international impact?
I consider my greatest contribution to development of higher education, my greatest the natural and international level to be mentoring student or level of study where my student occupy significant scientific and educational position in Serbia and the world. Of all my achievement, I am most proud of my many mentorship at all levels and study. My dream's part, my career so far, is for mentoring university student at all level study. I'm going to explain. I was mentor for 14 one doctoral dissertation, and 110 master science and master thesis, mentor of 718 graduate theses. There are no fuller, only life lesson, mentoring toward learning everything most sphere of life. Mentoring in becoming, it means to improve on equality, individual work, much work in student, in impressive student, challenges task, encourage, then think crucially and seek solution outside convenience. Uh, a special challenge for selection student to mentor require personalized learning and research independence as they are involved in scientific project where their diploma, master and especially doctoral student doctoral thesis. Yes, please question research scientific impact.
Okay, okay, very nice to listen. Your answers are amazing. So my next question is, your work include over 758 scientific papers and 10 books. What research areas define your scientific identity?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very interesting, much work. Analyzing the over scientific research and educational activity in the achieved results that were evaluated by eminent scientists, university professors, academic, through the writing of report, selection of full professor or several university and academic that are more, made and exponential contribution development of science, the field of genetics, plant breeding, especially selection for weed resistance to different pathogens. The two specific results that I achieve are completely competitive with the results the most productive and creative European and well researched and represent a high contribution in the promotion of science in agriculture in particular. Knowledgeable and methodological, I pose the latest scientific achievement from the contemporary science that I am involved into numerous generation of students in my scientific research work also show great and extensive activity which is best illustrated by published textbook, monograph, scientific book, scientific paper, numerous participation in national and international conference. As notable productive scientists with the high competence index was invited to participate in work in large number international and national scientific meeting. Is numerous scientific meeting field genetic plant breeding according to pathogen in European country, Russia, USA, China, Morocco, etc. According to my rich scientific work, I made visible contribution in several scientific areas in the field of genetics of pathogen host interaction, breeding, especially with biotechnology, sustainable agriculture, creating an education profile in sustainable and organic agriculture, the position of agriculture in process of globalization and European integration. Three for my election in the position of full professor and academician, five time represent only the confirmation of already achieved pedagogical teaching and scientific research results. Demonstrate exponential cooperation in team scientific research with scientists in various specialty with aimed more visible multi-interdisciplinary approach for the best possibly comprehensive solution and understanding of scientific approach and phenomena is interesting. I should point out a very great commitment to the education process and its progress in special active and with my student, which gained a special mutual trust, interactive cooperation, and the creation of scientific and teaching youth at the different university is is a field starting from natural, biotechnological, and social science, including knowledge. I have leadership skills, indisputable scientific authority, pedagogical ability, and pronunciated influence on the environment. Yes, please, question.
Yes, so my next question is, what qualities do you believe are essential for developing successful young researcher and leaders?
Where young leaders, young leaders have mentorship philosophy. Young leaders. Generally speaking, my mentoring philosophy statement outline what mentor and student from every mentoring relationship they voluntary and leadership. My key component in mentoring philosophy, leadership, purpose, or goal. My mentoring role, relationship dynamic, environment, value, such experience build trust. Trust involve living document applied to the mentor understanding the change leadership, especially 21st century. Yes, please. International enjoyment and recognition.
Okay, okay.
Yes, please. Question. International enjoyment to recognition.
And humanitarian work. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Question.
Yes. My question is, what role has international collaboration play in shaping your career?
uh, international what international collaboration played international collaboration has been interesting shaping my career by broadening in scope diversifying perspective and establishing global standard for communication and structure here. How collaboration impact career my development is establishing global standard is for merit and potential. Historically easy has been primarily associated with specific culture context through under international academic and professional exchange and consensus aiming to access candidate based universal team leadership potential problem solving skills and personal growth that strict narrow measures. This collaboration ensured the by admission officer and USA is looking for similar key competency is one read in European or Asia. Diversifying narrative perspective is a very interesting the exchange of idea across border and introduce new narrative still. The team is now typically a future a border range and personal experience, including display of cross-cultural adaptability, global citizenship, and navigation complex international environment. This richness of perspective different results in different voice. The influence with completing personal story. Standardization application platform USA different United Kingdom, which each cater to international application, harmonization, focusing cross-cultural competence. Modern assignment often especially ask a candidate to demonstrate global evidence or experience cross-cultural collaboration, etc. Collaboration international by transform career easy from localized assessment tool to a globally recognized standard for accessing an individual regardless to participate and introducing a world. Humanitarian peace work.
Okay, okay. So you have give me a very good answer. Thank you so much for your time. We have a wonderful interview with you, and at the end, now we end the session. So thank you so much for joining us. Okay, now we are ending the live session. Uh, okay, everyone. Uh,